Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So LSU's offense will come out first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Green. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin is the head coach. Garrett Nussmeier gone. Sam Levitt comes in from the portal and ASU. And David, I mean, does anybody not expect this offense to score 50 points a game and throw it up and down the field?
Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the cut.
Might have a chance. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the right. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Here's Durham. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air. It's Levin. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! They strike first.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
We've got 2 receivers playing in this game, 2 of the best in the entire country. 2 guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors. They know the system. They have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Say it. Complete on the left to Smith. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Again, it's Sayin. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires into the end zone. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun on third down, say it. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown? Their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime. I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's the chance for the proverbial double dip. Get a score late in the first half and back it up with one early in the second.
Yeah, and it's such a big deal with, I don't know how to quantify it, Jesse Reese. Like, we've talked about it for years. When you get that momentum on your side, it's so hard to stop it. And they created it right before the first half. Now, big opportunity here for them, Palmer.
Yeah, so the defense, David, they've got to nip it in the bud right now, too. And I think they were really upset with the way that first half ended, giving up points the way they did. They need to make a stop on this drive right now, not let this thing get out of hand.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Play fake, Julian Sayet. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So we open the final period with a third down play. Saying from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get them to third and long, obvious passing situations. Because they won second down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable third down, they win, and probably force the punt here.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
To the air on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking for a big gain. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. Saying. Throwing right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Now, the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Right on target this time. Timeout called by the offense, clock stopped with 21 seconds left. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Levitt. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Late in the game, they've got the lead. They know the opponent's going to throw the football to all areas of the field. That time in the middle, he was right there, almost came away with that interception.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside, it's Berry. Got enough for the first. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. From the red zone, it's Durham. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
and you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Needed to stay alive, and it's good. They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Throwing, say it. Good timing on the quick out. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense kind of their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
First and goal and a touchdown will win it. In the red area, it's Jackson. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend, don't break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation, but with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal.
He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.